Hello, how are we? Welcome to another edition of Up the Reds with me, Andy Canby. So, we don't have a game for another 6, 7 days. Okay, we're away to Wolves next Saturday, the early game, 12:30. We're on the old BT channel, which is now TNT. So yeah, nothing really to report on that. So, but there are little other things I'd like to talk about in this little VT. Uh, First of all, some good news on the Anfield Road stand. That's going to get completed now that Liverpool have taken over the site from Buckingham, who have gone into administration. So the new company, I think they're a Preston Leyland based company called Rayner Rowan. They've actually done some work at Liverpool in the Cop Bar and elsewhere around the grounds, the Family Bar, which is really good to know. So yeah, so they're going to be working closely with the Liverpool team to get the stand finished off. The phased probably trying to get it done for December. With what's been going on, etc., with the old Buckingham group, who I have to say have been real arses with all them subcontractors and local employees losing their jobs. So hopefully some of those workers can come back on site to carry on completing the stand, which is much needed for us because the ticket allocation has been a bit of a nightmare. People wanting to get tickets to go and watch Liverpool play, etc. So yeah, that's positive news. Other news, it's just been breaking today, is that Jurgen Klopp might be linked with the Germany job because Hannes Flick has been sacked by Germany. Now I know they were muting before he was sacked that Jurgen would be one of the favourites. There's interest of him taking it part-time as well as doing the Liverpool role. I hope, for our sake, he doesn't take the job because even on a part-time basis, as the Euros are in Germany next year, I don't want him to take the job, but I'm not Jurgen Klopp. I think Jurgen will stay with Liverpool full-time because it's just going to be a distraction and we don't need a distraction. So you might hear his name being mentioned on Sly Sports News, as I tend to call them now, after the Mo Salah saga, but I'll get onto that in a bit. So yeah, hopefully he's not going to be interested, and he quells that rumour straight away. I believe he was at Mainz this weekend, a bit of a celebration for him and the club, which was good to see as well, him going back to the club. You can't see any other manager going back to their club and being lauded the way he's been lauded over there, and that was nice to see. So, yeah, other news. Jordan Henderson. I know it's old news now. He made a statement, spoke to The Athletic regarding him leaving Liverpool and going to Saudi Arabia. I have to be honest, it wasn't a very good thing what Jordan did, and most people are saying that. Others are saying, well, look, he owes us nothing, etc. He could go and earn his money elsewhere, whatever, but that's not the point. There's a couple of sticking issues with me. He's not got a Scooby chance of saying anything about groups that are represented in the Western world over in the Saudi Arabia. It ain't going to happen. As soon as he starts mentioning things like that, he'll be heading back to Blighty very soon, because it's not a place that they take kindly to people having a go at their laws over there, or whatever you want to call them. But but the interesting bit for me was that he said nobody at Liverpool, FSG, or Jurgen Klopp had told him that they wanted to keep him. Well, if I'm being honest, Jordan, you knew there was a massive rebuild that was going to happen. Well, I say massive, a rebuild was going to happen and one of the positions, one of the 2 or 3 positions, were going to be in midfield, and he was one of them. You wouldn't have got that from James Milner. James Milner would have said, right, okay, Gaffer, that's fine, but I'd like to hang around and stay. Jordan Henderson was on 250,000 a week at Liverpool, but he went to Saudi Arabia. He could have gone anywhere, but he opted for the money in Saudi Arabia. It tells me that he's gone for the money. He's not gone to promote Saudi Arabia football, because it's a Mickey Mouse league. It will always be a Mickey Mouse league. It won't have any world dominance at all. It's just rich Arab families, family members, trying to make it a bit of a plaything for the family members, etc. There's only 5 teams in it, so yeah, it's a load of boring stuff. So Jordan, you also said that you hope to come back to get a bit of a send off from Liverpool if you have the opportunity to come back. I'm sure you would get that, but I don't know how much of a what I'm trying to say is how much of a send off you would get, because you upset a lot of people. I wouldn't say the majority, but a small group, and yeah, it probably wasn't advisable for you to do that interview on the international break, especially when you're with England. And if I'm perfectly honest, I had a few people chatting to me last night, because I don't watch international football. That's any country, because I find it boring. But some Reds were watching the international football, and apparently Jordan Henderson had an awful game for England. So I rest my case there with him. His legs had gone, and if Southgate wants to pick him and Harry Maguire, it's up to him. Does what he wants, but you're not going to win anything with old legs in midfield. So that's that's my bit on Jordan Henderson. Just like to move on from there. Mo Salah. In my last VT, I did say I wouldn't be bothered if Mo went or if he stayed, if we took the money, etc. We know we weren't going to spend it. Some of you came back and said to me that I was a bit maybe not disrespectful to Mo, but not sort of like what can I say, supporting him while this transfer saga was going on. So I just like to make it clear, Mo has been impeccable in this transfer saga that was run by the Arabs through the British media and to the paid journalists who they were giving money to rile him to probably leave Liverpool in this transfer window. So yeah, Mo Salah has been absolutely impeccable throughout this saga. Sly Sports News, as I'm calling them, and Talk Shite Radio, which most of you know as Talk Sport, was still having a go, minutes up to the transfer window being closed for the Arabs, and yeah, even after the window had closed, the tone was, yeah, well, we're coming back for him. Yeah, you are going to be coming back for him. There's no doubt about that. But is it going to happen in January? I doubt it very much. It'll probably happen at the end of the season. This will probably be Mo's last season with Liverpool Football Club. We should enjoy what he's going to give us for the rest of the season. Like I say, he's been absolutely 100% spot on with his attitude and things. Jurgen Klopp had said throughout, he's not for sale, he's not going anywhere. His attitude has been spot on. You've only got to look down the East Lancs Road, at Manchester United, and their manager and their team. It is one problem after another, and it's like a circus over there with what's going on. And outsiders from Manchester United are laughing, but it's an embarrassment for a club like Manchester United to be going through what they're going through now with some of their players this season, and with the owners saying that the club's not for sale now, etc. They want £10 billion for them, and they'll put it back up for sale in 2025 or whatever it is. So yeah, we're very lucky to have Jurgen Klopp as our manager. Which is good. He deals and treats players the way he feels fit. He wants everything and everybody on board in what we're doing. So yeah, that's all I really wanted to say about that saga with Mo. So if I was coming over a bit, oh, you don't want him at the club anymore, no, that was never the case. It was a monetary thing with me. If Liverpool were to accept that, I wouldn't lose any sleep over it, for getting £150 million for a 31-year-old who could probably play until he's in his 40s, etc. He's that fit, he's that dedicated, and believe me, he's done that because he's been at Liverpool. He's had the support on and off the field. He's been an absolute terror for opposition teams, and may continue long and hard this season, because we are on a massive journey now with the way that we've started the league. I'm really impressed where we are, what we're doing. When I say I'm not interested in international football, I just make sure that our players that have gone abroad come back without any niggling injuries, etc., so we can hit the ground running again. Right, okay, that's enough of me. Thanks very much for those people who are subscribing to the channel. It's free. I don't want to make any money out of this. If you like what I'm doing, please share, please subscribe. Okay, enjoy the rest of your international break, and I will speak to you at the end of the week, just before the Wolves game, to give you some more news about Liverpool. Enjoy your Sunday evening. Up the Reds.